During the Jim Crow era, Black Americans used to carry something with them that they called the Green Book. So it was like a little travel Bible, sort of. On the pages were lists of safe places like hotels and restaurants across the country that they would know would serve Black people, because at the time they could face being turned away or even threatened during the time of segregation. So today, a Louisville woman is recreating that book, but this time it's to uplift Black-owned businesses. And tonight is sharing her story in today's Moments That Matter.
The Negro Motorist Green Book.
A traveler's guide back in a hostile time.
1940 edition, so it was started in 1936.
Created by a postal worker from New York named Victor Hugo Green,
who basically went around town and got a bunch of businesses to sign up for it.
Each year between 1936 to 1966, a new edition was published with a longer list of names. On the cover were words that read, "Carry your Green Book with you. You may need it."
The original Green Book was a guide for Black travelers, also people who were, moving into new cities and things like that, to help them find safe havens for them to go eat, to shop, hotels, mechanic shops, hair salons, really anything you needed as a community member, a consumer.
The guidebook was created to help Black people navigate the Jim Crow South so they could stop at places without fear of being turned away, harassed, or even killed. Under each state, a list of names of businesses that were guaranteed to serve them. One of those places in Louisville was
the Allen Hotel, which is based in Louisville, Kentucky. It's no longer in operation, unfortunately, but it was listed in this 1940 edition Green Book.
It's where I talked to Theo Edwards-Butler.
It was a place where Black travelers coming through Louisville had a place to stay.
Louisville had its share of businesses that were listed in the pages of Victor Hugo Green's book. Today, almost all of them are gone or refurbished.
The legacy just kind of faded with him, and so I wanted to be able to continue that legacy, is to creating a place for promotion and support and just unity within the Black business community.
In June of 2020, Theo thought of the idea, the Modern Green Book, this time listing names of Black-owned businesses that any and every traveler can find around the world.
Well, at one point we were on a Google Doc, so that was a little, people were just signing up.
She created a digital database with a list of names she's still collecting.
Pretty much knocking on people's doors, but virtually, just sliding in people's DMs, if you want to say.
The idea is to support and uplift Black-owned businesses.
So you can be online, you can be brick and mortar, you can honestly be in person. Black-owned businesses oftentimes do not have the support, even within their own community. You see Jewish communities, Hispanic communities, even other minority and white communities, they kind of rally around their businesses. There's hubs.
On the last day of Black History Month, Theo will launch the first digital issue of the Modern Green Book. It'll highlight 15 businesses. One of them is a women's clothing website based in Louisville called Noted Boutique. Brittany Boone is the owner.
I think that Black-owned businesses, we specifically, of course, we want to serve any and everyone, but we definitely have to be able to look out for our own people too, because if we don't, it may likely be that nobody else will.
I want people to be able to open up the Modern Green Book 30, 40, 50 years down the road and see the businesses and the organizations that were a part of the community then, and still hopefully at that point too, hopefully they're still in business.
The hard copy of the Modern Green Book is expected to publish in June 2021. For WHAS 11 News, I'm Sanait Gabriel-Gedegis.